Hello again, class. Okay, so this problem here, let's take a look. This is from 9.2, number 5. Okay, so this one says a survey was conducted that asked 1,029 people how many books they had read in the past year. Results indicated that the sample mean is 13.1 and the sample standard deviation is 14.6. Construct a 98% confidence interval for the mean number of books people read. Interpret that interval. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do this in StatCrunch. We have done a couple in StatCrunch. Let's see, let me go ahead and open this here and do this here and then close this out here. Okay, so we have done a few, but this is sample means, and we are being asked to construct a confidence interval. So remember, the big idea is that when we get to 9.2 and we're talking about the confidence interval of means, the problem is we don't know, we would never know for sure if the population that we were trying to predict is normally distributed one way or the other. So since we don't know that if it's normally distributed or not, we have to use t-stats. Okay, so we're going to go to stats, and then we're going to go to t-stats, and then we're going to go to one sample, and this is with summary. If we had the actual data, we would put the actual data in there. And then the sample mean, they tell us, is 13.1, the sample standard deviation is 14.6, and the sample size is 1,029. That's a big sample size. Okay, and then we don't want to do a hypothesis test. That could be something that we will see in chapter 10, perhaps. But we do want a 98% confidence interval. Now, this is something that has been a little crazy, is Luke and I the other day had some issues getting the same values. We should get the same values, whether or not we store them in the data table or not. But when we didn't select to store in the data table, so let me go ahead and just let me show you something real quick. I select store in data table and click compute. Now, in theory, if I did this again and I didn't select this, I should get the same thing. But now, and that time they are the same, but sometimes they're not, and it's very weird. So do me a favor, just click store in data table. Okay, that is going to keep it from having any issues, and then you can just read the lower limit and the upper limit right off of there. Okay, so that is where they got that there's a 98% confidence interval from 12.04 and 14.16. Okay, I just kind of want to try this again one more time and see. This will be something I can do on my own time, but like, I don't know, I put a help ticket in with my MATLAB because it really shouldn't be different whether or not you store it in the table or not. So I'm sorry about having to ask you to do that. And it's just for this section. It's just for the confidence intervals of means. So it's very odd. I'm just going to try this again just to see. Yeah, so that one came out the same, but sometimes it came out different, and I don't really understand why. So anyways, that is going to be how we use StatCrunch for this. And again, so it's always going to be t-stats, and then enter in your information, and then go ahead and store it in the data table. It is also in here, finding the confidence interval for a mean on the bottom there. The one thing it does not have on here is to store it in the data table, because I'm really still not really sure, honestly, why that is happening. And I'm trying to find out from my MATLAB why if it's an error on their part, or if it's something or I'm kind of missing on their end. It's odd. So just click store in data table. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Again, that was 9.2, number 5. So keep me posted on how things are going. Okay, bye.